Okay, so today I'm going to go over my sleeper picks for a big off season. Okay, my sleeper MLB teams. If you happen to like this content, or if you want to know the MLB free agent predictions, click the subscribe button. Okay, take a look at my channel. Click the bell next to it because I'm going to be posting videos like this every week. Okay, if you want to see who the MLB predictions for teams and for the baseball teams this off season, take a look at my video. Okay, if you want, I'm a big Yankee fan. I post Yankee content as well. I posted a video of what I think the Yankees should do versus what I think they will do. Take a look at that video. Okay, I put a video out on the contracts, the predicted contracts of all the top players. Take a look at that one as well. I think you're going to enjoy all those videos. All right, but today I want to talk about my sleeper teams for a big offseason. There's always a team or a couple of teams out there that makes a splash who you don't expect. And if you see the teams on this list, the usual suspects are not on there. The Dodgers, the Yankees, the Astros, the Nationals. They are expected to spend money. We know this, okay? But these teams are either up and coming and are one or two pieces away from contending, or teams that are right there, wild card on the verge, or up and are one or two pieces away from really making a big jump and maybe leapfrogging one of the top teams. All right, and these are my four teams: the Chicago White Sox, the Tampa Bay Rays, Houston Astros, and the San Diego Padres. Yeah, the Astros, they're not. They're really good at finding one piece, and the chances are that they're going to lose Garrett Cole, but I think they're going to replace him with a couple of pieces. And they're one of my sleeper picks as well. And they're smart enough to be able to do that because they know they're going to need to replace him with something. The money that they would give Cole, who I don't think is going to re-sign with them, they could get a lot of players. So anyway, let's get to this. I want to start with the Chicago White Sox. Okay, they have a really good, young, good, talented nucleus. They're up and comers. You have Moncada on there. You have Lucas Giolito, a budding ace, and quite a bunch of other, like young, talented players who are on the verge of kind of making big breakthroughs. And these guys are just improving slowly but steadily every year, like the Cubs did a bunch of years ago, like the Astros did a bunch of years ago. And some young guys turn from good to great to superstar. And I think the Chicago White Sox might be on a similar path. So my prediction, number one is the obvious. And excuse me from standing in the way here for a second. There's too much glare on the other side. So the obvious one is the obvious one to most people is that re-signing Abreu. Now, I have a little bit of a different view on Abreu. That's why I encourage you to watch my MLB free agent predictions video, because I don't think he's going to re-sign with them. I think they're going to replace his offense in two different ways. See, what I think they're going to do is sign Nick Castellanos. I think an A or an E, and Edward Encarnacion. That will more than replace his offense, and you'd be filling two spots instead of one. You'd have two veterans in there who would be helpful towards helping develop the younger guys, and it would solidify their offense as well. Boost their offense to a whole other level. Castellanos is a little bit of a contact hitter, younger, and Encarnacion obviously is a little bit more of a power type. He's older, so he's not as versatile as Castellanos, which is why I think both of them together would be a nice balance instead of Abreu and Encarnacion, or kind of one-dimensional players, and plus both of them are first base DH types. So I think Castellanos and Encarnacion, and I wouldn't be surprised if they brought in a pitcher like Dallas Keuchel, who's kind of reminds me of Mark Burley, or a reliever of some sort, or combination of players. I would not be surprised at all, but I do think they're going to make a couple of low-key moves that will wind up resonating later on. People will say, "Man, they made some good moves. They really made a jump." That's why I think the White Sox. Those are my sleeper moves for the White Sox. Okay. Now these moves are slightly different than my free agent predictions. This is a different type of video, but I think you'll enjoy both of them. So take a look at them. Click my subscribe button and click that bell next to it so that you know anytime I post a new video. They're all going to be good videos. And I'll go into football as well. But right now, I think we're still, in the beginning of the off-season of baseball with the winter meetings coming up. Everybody's got their GM hats on, so definitely want to strike while the iron's hot here. Tampa Bay Rays is my next sleeper team. So I think they could do a number of things. I think they will make a couple of moves. Um, I think they're a sleeper team for Dallas Keuchel, another lefty to complement Blake Snell in that rotation, veteran presence, somebody who would make them incrementally better. And I wouldn't be surprised if they got Bumgarner either. Okay, Madison Bumgarner, A.G. Another veteran lefty. Both of which are not going to cost boatloads of money. They're going to be expensive. Bumgarner more so than Keuchel, but nothing that's going to drain the Tampa Bay's pockets, but something that'll make them incrementally better. And again, another Encarnacion is a potential move here as well. Tampa Bay tends to make these low-key underrated moves, kind of like the Oakland A's do sometimes, but they're not constantly selling off their players like the Oakland A's do. So I wouldn't be surprised if they made a pitching move and an offensive move to kind of balance both things out, because like they lost the wild card game. They're right on the cusp of being really, really good. And I think that they're going to make one or two moves of a low-key but significant nature that will make them better and, potentially have them knock out a team like the Red Sox or Minnesota or, God forbid, the Yankees, which I hope they don't do. But you never really know. Okay, now let me get to the Houston Astros. Okay. Zach Wheeler's one potential guy that I think they're looking at, but I wouldn't be surprised if they bring in Jake Odorizzi. I think they're gonna bring in a starter one way or another to replace Garrett Cole. It's obviously not going to be Garrett Cole, but I think Odorizzi's a nice, consistent. He's been a consistent player for quite some time, and Wheeler's another one who's a possibility. But I do think that they're probably going to bring in a starter and a reliever, so I think they're the sleeper team to bring in Will Smith as well from the Giants. I think they'll make one move on both, and both of them together will cost 20% of what Garrett Cole's going to cost. So they're going to do something good. And my sleeper pick, which I would hate, is if they stole Betances away from the Yankees. Don't be surprised if they do that. People saying the Yankees should sign Cole. Yeah, we all think, I think they should sign Cole. Do I think they're going to sign Cole? Probably not. But don't be surprised if the Astros poach somebody from the Yankees like Betances. And even though he's coming back from an injury and somewhat inconsistent sometimes, when he's on, he is on. And I think they're going to lose, one or two relievers. So by replacing them with, potentially Betances and Will Smith, it's going to make their bullpen even just as dangerous or more dangerous. So just my opinion. And the San Diego Padres is my last team here as a sleeper team. They've made some splashes in the last couple of years. They brought in Hosmer. They have Will Myers already. They brought in Machado. They have some young up-and-coming players as well. They have Tatis, a budding superstar. But where they're light is in the starting rotation, which is why I think they are my sleeper team for both one or both Cole and Strasburg. I know everybody's saying that the Angels are going to, the favorites for Cole and so on and so forth, but I personally think that the Padres are closer to contending than the Angels are. And being the National League West, I know they have the Dodgers there and then the Diamondbacks, but I think putting Cole or Strasburg or both of them on the San Diego Padres, and don't be surprised, I didn't expect them to get Machado, I didn't expect them to get Hosmer, so don't be surprised if they get one or both of these guys. They spend stupid money. If they got one or both of these guys, they would be closer to the Dodgers. If they got both of them, I think they have a chance of leapfrogging the Dodgers. Strasburg went to San Diego State. San Diego guy. He was coached by Tony Gwynn, the late Tony Gwynn. Cole's a West Coast guy too. San Diego's just as West Coast as Anaheim is. And so those are my sleeper moves, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got in someone else to a bullpen guy or something like that. But those would be my sleeper significant moves for these four teams. So let me know what you think. If you have any comments, if you have any insight of your own, drop them in the comments down below. I respond to all comments. I love to have dialogue with my fellow baseball fans, my fellow off-season GMs, and if there's a player or a team that's not on here that you think should be, put them in the comments. If you like these videos, please click the like button and please click the subscribe button so I can continue sending out videos like this on a regular basis. And again, click that bell next to it so that you know anytime I post a new video, and I will be posting them regularly. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you next time.